Good morning, adventure seekers. So, here I am again doing what I do best, jumping in the car with absolutely no plan whatsoever. As I'm driving along the river, I see Red Mountain just glowing the morning sun. Those rays were hitting the peak perfectly. I had to pull over immediately because the water was so still, it was like a giant mirror. Today, I am going to Phon D Sutton area along the Salt River. Now, this area is where the wild horses love to hang out. So I'm really hoping they show up today. If they are being shy, no big deal. If they don't show up, I have got about 15 miles of Salt River to search from here all the way to Beeline Highway. Those horses have to be somewhere, right? So that's what we will do. Quick update on my recent adventures. A couple of weeks back, I did this awesome walk from Coon Bluff to Goldfield, and back in November, I tackled Blue Point to Goldfield. I have also been hitting up Granite Reef, Water Users, Saguaro, and Butcher Jones, basically trying to cover all my bases here. Today's plan is pretty simple: walk about a mile right towards Coon Bluff first, then come back and go a mile left towards the old Arizona Dam. If I pull this off, I have walked every major point along the Salt River on Moose Highway. I'm not gonna lie, that feels like a pretty cool thing to do. So I'll try to cover both sides of Phon D Sutton area. So I'm walking towards Coon Bluff, and let's see what we come across. This area actually looks very beautiful. It's lush. I'm paying attention on this road here, well, the trail, just to make sure that I'm not stepping on anything. I'm continuing my walk towards Coon Bluff along the Salt River. Okay, so it looks pretty wild on the left. I'm gonna take a short excursion to check out what it looks like, just to see what's out there. Oh, wow. As expected, it is the Salt River, but it looks completely different over here. Almost like I'm in another world. I think this is where the river actually splits, with one part flowing through here and the other going around the other side. This small island like thing in the middle here. Let me get closer to where the water is coming from. This is just wow. No horses yet, but honestly, it's okay. We'll find them somewhere along the Salt River. Oh, and heads up, mountain lions have been spotted around here, so I'm keeping my ears open, just in case. But in the meantime, check this out. This is surreal. I am now turning around to go back to the trail so I can continue to walk towards Coon Bluff. Some wildflowers here. The weather is very nice. I hit a roadblock. There is no way to pass this area. I tried to climb up. There's a fence there, but then there is a hill, so I could not climb that. And I'm turning around. I'm very close to Coon Bluff, so I'll kind of consider this done on the right hand side. So I'll try to go back to the parking lot and start my walk towards the left. Okay, so now I am back in the parking lot and I'm gonna exit here to enter the trail again, but this time I'll be walking to the left towards that red mountain. The nature trail is inside, but I'm just walking outside. I just saw some people here, so I'm taking a quick diversion. Gonna check out what the riverbed looks like. Looks very different. I hear some people on the other side, so I'll continue to walk towards the river. There are a few people around here who are enjoying the outdoor with their family, and there's someone fishing over here. I'm gonna take a few pictures and get back on the trail again. Now this area looks different. It has more desert-like look, a lot of saguaros and cottonwood trees, I guess. These are the cottonwood trees. Wow, these are very tall saguaros, I'll see if there is a point where I can enter the nature trail again from. I found a way to get in again. So I'm inside the desert area on nature trail. I'm gonna get closer to those tall saguaros. Those must be like 150 to 200 years old. And they are like pretty tall, easily like 30 to 40 feet tall saguaros. It's early morning. The temperature is around 65, 70. So I'm watching my steps as I'm walking through the desert. I have taken quite a few pictures here. And this is what it looks like. I am back by the river bank outside of the nature trail, and I'm gonna continue to walk through this area to see what it looks like. I barely see any people around here. I saw a couple of them here and there. There aren't too many people on this side. There's a lot of water on this side. I wonder if it is coming from the split we saw earlier, because the split I was at didn't have a lot of water. But this side has a lot of water, so I'm wondering if it is coming from the other side. I'm gonna continue to walk through the river bank. It's just looking surreal. My friends and family always tell me that I have a FOMO, fear of missing out. Maybe I do, but I just get so bored seeing the same places over and over. There is too much cool stuff out there to explore. Speaking of exploring, let me tell you what I have covered so far. I have pretty much hit most of the mountain ranges around the Phoenix area. I started with South Mountain and did almost every trail there. Then we knocked out most of the Santan Mountain trails. After that, I did Phoenix Mountain Preserve, got past the peak, and Camelback. I did Camelback from both Choya and Echo Canyon sites. Those were hard, but so worth it. In between all of that, I've done some trails in White Tank Mountains, Estrella Mountains, and McDowell Mountains. But here's the thing that drives me crazy, the Superstition Mountains. There are literally hundreds of trails out there. I have done about 34 trails so far in the Superstition Mountains, but it's spread across 160,000 acres. And some of these trails are just insanely beautiful. Superstition Mountain Range is 10 times bigger than the South Mountain, area. So you can imagine how big that area is. Many of the trails are quite remote, so I do not know how many I would be able to cover. But there is more vegetation in the Superstition Mountain for sure. I also go to the Usery Mountains and have done many trails there. If you can't go to Saguaro National Park, go to Usery Mountain and do Talon Pass or Wind Cave or Lost Ship trails, and you will know what I'm talking about. It's Saguaro Garden out there. I try to keep my drive time under an hour, maybe 45 minutes max. That way I'm not spending half of my day in the car, I want to actually be out there hiking and exploring, not just driving around. By the way, I have been up to Mazatzal mountain range too. That's where the four peaks are. Did Brown Peak Trail a couple of times, but I never made it to the top. Those drop offs are nope, not for me. I know my limits, and apparently, massive cliffs are where I draw the line. So, I've been to the Four Peaks and done the Browns Peak Trail a couple of times, but not all the way to the top. Guess what? I found some horses. I am seeing about 3, 4 horses maybe. This is on Moose Highway. I've gone to Kun Bluff and other places today, but didn't find them. So I decided to drive through the entire stretch of 15 miles here on Moose Highway. I need to get closer. They are there. The possibility is that there are more horses hiding behind the bushes. Yep, I see a few more horses now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 horses. I need to get around on the other side from this hill. I found an opening through the fence, so here they are. There are a total of 21 horses here. They're all hiding. And enjoying this beautiful weather. They're busy eating. And I'm keeping safe distance so that they don't get spooked. We also want to leave them alone.